Hey, this is Whitney at Whitney Automotive in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I'm making this video as a follow-up to a video I made about a month ago with Mazda3 headlights, how to get them in and out and get that pain in the butt clip out of the way. I've had a couple emails about the repeat failures, and so I wanted to go over a couple things you can do to keep them from failing multiple times, so you all can keep headlights on in your car. As you may know, I'm a Mazda specialist. I worked on them for about 13 years. So any other questions related, or if you have any ideas about videos you'd like, feel free to shoot me a line about it or comment on the video. Well, first of all, I have the same Mazda3 headlight I had in the last video, and the first thing we're going to do is take the bulb out. So we're going to look at that little spring again. We're going to pop it around the prong and pull out the bulb. Now here you can see again, if you didn't see in the first video, the notch where you're going to line up the notch on your bulb with the notch on your socket, and they're all going to line up in there. Alright, if you don't have it all lined up, the spring's not going to go on right. Headlights are going to point straight up or straight down, and the bulb's going to blow again. So next, as we look at this bulb, you can see it's two pieces. You have your regular bulb and your socket. Now if you have had repeat failures, the first thing you want to do is look in your socket. Now there's two prongs right here. There's the two connectors for the prongs on the headlight bulb. If you see any discoloration or a circle around it, that means it's overheating. That means you probably want to replace the socket. They're not expensive. They are readily available. They do fail commonly. They may look like this. This may be an updated one where there's a notch on both sides. They also fit the CX-7s, or it may be completely rounded on one side. In either case, you want to make sure that the notch on your bulb is lined up with the notch on there. Now, when I replace these, a lot of times what I'll do, and this is a secret, don't tell anybody, is I'll reach in with a small pair of needle nose pliers and I'll pinch these prongs a little bit tighter, just to grab the bulb a little bit more. So let's look at it before. You see how there's a little gap there. So I'm just going to go in with a pair of pliers and just pinch them, not all the way closed because then you won't be able to get the bulb in, but just a little bit tighter, and that'll hold your bulb tighter. Now you'll also see at the parts stores, you will be seeing that they'll sell a dielectric grease or a headlight bulb or lubricant or things like whatever they call it. It's dielectric grease, tune-up grease, same thing. What it does is it allows electricity to flow through it and protects it from condensation. Now this here, that connection between your bulb and your socket should not require it. That's a sealed, already sealed inside the headlight assembly. There should not be condensation in there. So you really shouldn't have to use that. Now if you did want to use something like that, you would be using it on these outside prongs that go to your 2-pin connector that go onto it. Alright, so that tightening there and checking your socket to see if it's got any signs of heating or wear are very important, because if you don't, you're just going to blow another bulb. Now the next thing I'd like to look at, which you may not be able to see in this video, is looking at the bulb itself. Now the filament in the bulb, in this one, it's kind of hard to see. This one's blown, but it's not in two pieces. You can see the coil of the filament, and it looks chewed on. It looks like it's ate up. It doesn't look smooth and strong. Now your bulb may light up sometimes, but not other times. You take out the bulb and you say, well, it's not broken. Well, if it looks like that, you're going to need a bulb. So between those two things, making sure your prongs are tight. Also, when you saw me just put this bulb in, I had my fingers all over it. You don't want to do that. Realistically, it's not going to cause a big problem unless you're super greasy. But you want to keep your fingers around the base of it. Don't touch the top of it. Wear gloves if needed. But that's just a little bit something extra to keep your bulb from blowing again, because like I said, oftentimes they will blow repeatedly. Again, my name's Whitney, and I'm at Whitney Automotive in Fredericksburg, Virginia. www.whitneyautorepair.com, and you can check us out on Facebook, or subscribe to this channel. It's free, and see what else is going on. Again, if you have any ideas or any questions about any Mazda vehicle whatsoever, feel free to ask me, and maybe I'll make a YouTube video about it for you. Alright, y'all have a good day. Bye now.